was I doing? Oh. Yeah, so you can probably tell by the title. We're going to be building more for the Megasoft Frontier. Now, the last time I was working on that, I had just finished up the tower. What the fuck? Okay. There we go. So, look at that. Look at all them pieces. This. So this is the actual tower. I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's at least something. Anyway, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be working on the keyboard. Yeah, I know, a keyboard for something. I have no idea what the hell I'm saying most of the time. I'm sorry. Okay. Come on. No. No. Oh my god. Stop. I have to just... See, this is the problem with building stuff on here. Because, look at this. That's what I was trying to do. And it's just like, sorry, I'm not going to do that. And well, it works just fine here. No, don't. No. Stop! I'm sorry, what was that? Seriously, what was that? Seriously. Like, okay, do you not see what I'm trying to do, though? I'm literally trying to... Look at that. What the hell is this? See, that right there is what I was trying to do. Alright? I was trying to do that. But it's just like, I don't wanna. Like, what the hell? Like, what is this dodgy hit detection? By hit detection, I mean like collision detection. Because, like, look at this. What even? You know what? I'm just gonna... Now let's see if that'll work. Okay. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyway, before my brain starts to melt from the sheer bullshit that was, how about we just ignore that? Now, make no mistake, BrickLink is a very good program, alright? It's a very good program. The problem, however, is that sometimes it tries to do things that it really shouldn't be doing. Like, that. Also, I should have mentioned this before, but, in the stream from Wednesday, whenever, Rex Calvin was playing through, a part of Tai 2, I was actually planning on that being a full playthrough, but because of how late it was by the time the stream was about to end, um, now rest assured, he will play through the rest of the game. Um, it's just that I'm actually saving that for the final episode of this season of Radical Rewind. And I also promise, or I'm gonna try and do this, but I'm gonna try and make sure that Radical Rewind stays consistent. So like, there'll be new seasons after a little while. So it's not gonna be like a long hiatus like the time gap between the first season and this season. So yeah, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I make that seem like someone's in trouble. That's not the case. Um. Anyway. Um. Hmm. think that should be good. Hopefully. Hopefully it's good. Because what I'm doing is I'm actually using my current keyboard as a reference. So, if things look a little inconsistent with how a actual keyboard is, please forgive me here. I'm not exactly... I'm no Picasso, but I'm trying my best, dang it. Anyway. Okay. Here we go. Now, you're probably wondering, so, what's this part for? This is actually for, so you already know about what a numpad is on a full-size keyboard like this. You can't really see it, but it is a full-size. It's a SteelSeries, actually. I think it's called Apex 100. Yeah. So the design for this is actually inspired by that, but in addition to the numpad, there's also going to be a dedicated button section above that called the Media Center, which is a dedicated set of buttons that are for, say for example, you're watching a movie on the Frontier, and you want to pause it, you can press the pause/play button, and that'll do that thing, if that makes any sense. But it also has a home button, which will bring up the home menu for the computer. Also, I should probably bring a little bit more consistency to this, so... Hooray! Back on this bullshit again. Seriously, I hate when it does that, because, what I really wish is that it would detect that, hey, this person's trying to, place this here, instead of just going like skipping all over the place instead of, doing what it should be doing. Which is, not doing that. Anyway, so this is going to be the escape key, the F1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12, then print screen, scroll lock, and pause right here. Then, yeah, I think I got it. Because, actually doing a double brick, not double brick, I guess I could call it double stacking, where it's like two flats. I'm sorry, plates, but I call them flats anyways. So that's what they are. They flat. And the reason why I'm doing this is because for an actual Lego keyboard, and I'm not talking about the musical kind, I'm talking about a computer keyboard, you'll want to make sure that the buttons are more pronounced than the border of the keyboard, like the little areas that separate the actual button looking parts from the actual body of the keyboard. So for that reason, that's why I'm doing it this way. So that way people will be able to understand that, oh, wait a minute, look at this. This guy has the buttons of the keyboard raised so that way someone can actually be able to tell what it is. Now, for the actual, like, main part of the keyboard where you have, like, the QWERTY and the numpad, I won't be able to separate those unless it's, like, a larger size. Because if it was, like, a massive replica of a keyboard that would normally be, you know, what you would be looking at, then it would make sense because I'd be able to put way more detail if it were a larger than life model. But since I'm trying to make it as accurate in terms of proportions to an actual keyboard as possible, it won't be as detailed. Because obviously with Lego there are caveats to making replicas. Like, it won't be surely 1-to-1 unless it's that Lego creator thing that Lego's been putting out, the like the model cars they have that literally look just like the car, which is awesome, but also expensive. And plus, I don't know where the hell I'd be able to put it because I can't put it on my armoire, which I'm pointing at. I can't put it up there, which is where a whole bunch of other boxes are. Boxes that I like keeping to show that I've gotten something that I think would be nice. Heck, I even have my PS5's box and my Quest 2's box up there. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess what I'm trying to say here is that, I have no idea. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the actual, like, tiles on there. Maybe I can put the letters on here. Yeah, so I just realized, because these are 2x2s, what I could probably do is for this, it'll be ES, meaning escape. So obviously I would need to find this. Dude. Okay. There we go. Okay. I am really, really liking this. Okay, so F, 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 F. And not that kind of F. We're not talking about pressing F to pay respects. Okay. So now what we need to do is why did I do that? Oh boy. Okay. What I was trying to do is... Okay, so you kind of see what I'm trying to do though, you know? Because, granted, it's not going to be exactly... Alright, I'm back. Okay, but what I'm trying to show is that I'm doing my best with what is available to me. Wait. Hold on. Is there not a 9? That is so weird. Unless... Oh wait, that's probably it. It's probably because the 6 could double as a 9. That's not a sex joke, by the way. Okay. Now, this next part's... Now what I'm going to do is... Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill these. So that's it. Just... Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, I am well aware of the upcoming Roblox Sonic game. Which, yes, I know, there's lots of Roblox Sonic games. But there's never been an officially licensed one. Yeah, so tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. my time, which I live in Texas, so Central Standard Time. That's whenever the game comes out of early access, because right now it's in paid early access. But, I gotta say, wait. Yes, I have to say wait. No. What I was gonna say is that, it's really, really cool, because, something like that from Sega is really, really cool. Because it opens up an opportunity for other companies to follow suit with that. And by that I mean, like, other companies could be like, huh, this would be a good way to promote something. Like, maybe Sony could have something where they could promote PSVR. Because it's been long rumored that Roblox will eventually make its way to PlayStation 4/5 because there was a picture that was posted on a social media page for Roblox, but it was quickly deleted soon after. But that picture showed an image of a Quest 2. Just so happens that mine is currently plugged in, and after this stream is done, I'm going to be getting on it. Which normally I wouldn't do at this hour of the night, but whatever. But there were also images of a DualShock controller. And I think there was a Switch controller as well. You know, like the Joy-Con grip. Which is cool, but at the same time, the thing that this is gonna sound kind of weird, seeing as how I happen to really like the Switch, but I honestly don't think that Roblox would be a good fit for Switch. Now, I say that as someone who is looking at it from a technical side, because if you really think about it, the only way you'd be able to play Roblox on the Switch is if you're in a place with internet. You know? But if you're like out and about walking and you bring it with you and you're playing a game, you wouldn't be able to play Roblox on there because it requires an internet connection. But I could definitely see it on Quest though, and PlayStation. Now it's already been on Roblox, but that was more because of, you know, a partnership thing. That's different. What am I doing? I'm doing it again. Okay. So, print screen. S. O. It's important to note that I was originally planning on streaming earlier, but I lost track of time, and I was planning on streaming tonight, but Now then, let's cap these. Now then, for something. So what I'm gonna do is that was stupid. Like, I was literally aiming for this spot, and then as soon as I try to start clicking, it's like, okay, I didn't realize you wanted to fuck me over. Okay. See, that's what I was trying to do, is just click it right there. And I guess my hand just decided, oh, you wanted to put it there? Okay. Yeah. About that. Not happening, bitch. Okay. Actually turning out pretty good so far, I have to say. But we're not done. We're a long way from done. But I should mention, I'm not going to make any wires for these, so don't worry, it's just... Because, like, in real life, this would have wires, and it would have a whole lot more ports in the back than just, you know, power, network cable, HD cable. In real life, it would have a whole lot more than just that. But I'm doing the bare minimum to where it looks like something. Because I'm not someone who likes to make every single little detail count. It's just enough detail to make it look believable to an extent. Because people would know in real life it would have a whole lot more going for it instead of just minimal details. Because, you know, again, when you're talking about like this scale, like physical scale of what you're looking at, it's understandable why there wouldn't be as much detail as like an actual real computer, you know, like my own computer. My PC may not be a major powerhouse compared to the big boys, But it's a pretty good workhorse. It's not a horse though. It's made out of. Oops. um. You can hear that though, right? It's made out of metal. And a little bit of plastic at the front, you know. Anyway. So now that we built that, let's, yeah, okay. Now then, let us get to the good stuff. Starting with you know what? I thought about it. So, I know the stream says that it's going to include the speakers, but I just thought, since Radical Earth has vastly different technology from us, even though it looks dated, like, it looks old, but it is new. So this computer, despite it being reminiscent of a computer from the year 2000, in terms of technology, it's literally up to par with our own technology. Like, since it's a computer that can do gaming and just your average everyday stuff, it can do ray tracing, it can do all that kind of stuff, even despite its aged look. And by aged look, I mean it literally, again, looks like something from the year 2000, which obviously in the year 2000 there wasn't such a thing as ray tracing. At least I don't think so. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make the mouse and the keyboard. Now luckily the keyboard, I already have things planned out for that, you know? Because I'm gonna go by rows in terms of the actual keys. So, for example, come on. Okay. good. It is exactly what I wanted. You know what? On second thought, um, just thought of some. I think this keyboard's too big. Like, way too big. So, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to downsize. And luckily, it's not that hard to do that. That's more like it. Cause see, the problem was that I made the keyboard bigger than it should have been. Cause again, I'm talking about a keyboard that is true to scale, not true to detail. So while the details may be a little meh, you know, it's the best that I could do for something that's supposed to be up to the same size as an actual keyboard. Well, roughly the same size. So, again, bear with me. I'm not exactly like, you know, that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I got it. I got it figured out. We can do this. Let's go. And I'm not trying to make a baby joke there, by the way. I don't get the hype for that guy. Like, honestly, like, while I do wish people well in terms of like their careers and stuff, I just don't get the hype of that guy, you know. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive. It's just I personally don't see the hype. Like, he got popular because of a meme. That's literally it. You know. Okay. Now then. All right. Here we go. We are getting there. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. What I need to do is need to make these yeah. There we go. Because as you'll notice with those keys, it was two flat pieces and then the tile pieces on top. So that makes it literally the same size, like the same height as a regular brick. For the actual, like, I don't know what you would call the part of the keyboard that's like, not the actual keys of the keyboard, just the body of it. I guess you would call it the shell or the body, I guess. um, but that'll be one stud shorter. Not stud, but one tile shorter, I guess. So that way the keys are more pronounced, you know? Anyway. Right, so what I was saying earlier about me not building the speakers is that the actual monitor of the Frontier, it would have the speakers built in. So, yeah. My Discord's going crazy. It's like bing, bing. Yes, Discord, I get it. You exist. Shut the fuck up. There we go. Now then. Ah! I'm sorry. I apologize, my humor is not good. You might have heard that. Whoops. Wait a minute, hold on. I just realized. You know what I need to do? So, for the actual tab key. Oh, come on. There. It has a noticeable little notch, I guess. Where, there. So what would happen is when you're actually building the actual tiles on these, this would be unable to be built upon because it already has a tile in it. So that's how we do it. Smart. Yeah. Anyway, ow. Yes, ow. Right. So there we go. Because with this, it more accurately emulate how big the shift key would be. Because from my keyboard, the left shift key is actually shorter in length than the left one. Or, no, right one. So that's why this one's 6 studs long. Yeah. I'm trying to make this as accurate as possible in terms of dimensions to a keyboard. And I did kind of do some detailing on the different key lettering, but I'm not going to do it for every single key, just these top ones. And this is just the Megasoft Enterprises name, because I wanted to, yeah. I think this is going pretty good so far. I even did. Oh wait, this is the taps key. This is the caps key. But you know how in the cap, the caps lock key, it'll have that little notch where, if you were to actually look at the tab. Why do I keep saying that? The cap lock key. It'll have this noticeable little, not really a gap, because it's still a part of the key. But in the caps lock key, finally I got it. It'll have that little ledge, like when you're looking at it, it's like that little notch, That's what I mean. Whoa! Whoops. Yeah, so right now I'm just building the keyboard and then the mouse. And I was originally planning on making the actual speakers, but then I thought, you know what, why not just make the speakers integrated into the monitor, which is the final part of the build? Well, that and the, so I was talking about Megasoft Enterprises a little bit ago. That is a fictional company, although the actual name Megasoft is a real thing in our world. But Megasoft Enterprises is a fictional company in a fictional world. And so in this fictional world, which I've already said the name of numerous times, Radical Earth, it's an alternative universe to ours. They have a special kind of technology. Oh, thank you, Nathan. There's a special kind of technology called the personal networking modem, or personal networking router, and it's called that because all you need is a valid account for it. So, like, for example, if you bought a Megasoft product and you have a Megasoft account, not like for business, it's just like a general account that you use for like Megasoft's online services and stuff, like gaming and stuff like that. You could use that account and link it up with a personal networking router. And for Megasoft, they have their very own proprietary one called the Archway. And so how it would work is you just plug it in, and whenever you're setting up the actual computer, it'll actually detect it. And if you have a pre-existing account, you could just sign in. But if you don't have one yet, you could just sign up for one, and it'll let you link up to the internet right there and then, just to connect to the internet. And so from then on, after the account's been set up and signed in, the personal networking router will actually allow you to connect to the internet without having to worry about contacting a service provider. So basically, Megasoft is providing that service to you, but you don't have to worry about bills or anything like that. Now, in real life, I'm not sure how that would work, because obviously we're talking about something that's in a fictitious scenario, so obviously it'd be a completely different beast. Well, it's kind of interesting watching you live stream while relaxing in a bed in VR chat. You're watching this, me right now, while you're in VR chat. That is by far one of the coolest things I've ever heard of. Because I know you can watch YouTube in VR chat. I think you can, right? Because I think in certain worlds they have that sort of like embedded video thing that you could do where you just put in the URL of a video or a live stream that you're watching and you can watch it from there in a VR chat. That is such a cool thing. And I'm pretty sure you could also do that on the Quest, right? Like the Quest version? Because my Quest is actually on the charger. Like, it's fully charged. And I know that's probably not a good idea to keep it on the charger. But it's because I'm planning on getting on there in a little while. Like, after I'm done with everything on the stream. Which, well, it'll be a while, but, yeah, that is actually pretty cool. um, okay. Yeah, it's just lagged way behind this, what's actually happening. Oh, so what I'm saying right now, you'll hear it like way later, I guess. So, I guess by the time I'm done with like this whole area, you'll, I don't know. Because like I haven't seen how videos work in VR chat personally. Because I'd imagine what it is since I've basically seen how it will work where, and you kind of really have to be tethered to watch on an Oculus. Yeah, true. Because the Quest itself is it's a good little system, but it can't do everything. Because, for one, like, you can't have avatars that are exclusive to PC on the Quest, because it'd be way too complex. But if you're playing in PC mode, then it's, yeah. Um, yeah. I do know that they actually update the, wait. Oh, good. I was gonna say, I do know that they do periodically update VR chat for Quest 2, because I think I got an update on it a few days ago. Um, but I don't see any chance of them updating how videos work on there anytime soon. um, okay. By the way, sorry for looking down repeatedly. It's just because I'm having to see how many keys I have to put down on each row. So I'm having to pay attention to my own keyboard because I'm using my keyboard as a reference point. I think it's actually a pretty good reference point too. um, go. Then finally, so kind of just did an oopsie. I believe I just said that out loud, but I have no regrets. 'Cause, yeah. So what happened was that was originally a 6 stud long plate, but it was too long and I wasn't able to fit all the keys on that row. But now should be good to go. Yeah. There we go. So now all I have to do is tiles. Yay.